Thanks so much for checking out the Real Estate Today podcast. Right now, we're going to take a quick review of the 1031 requirements.
I'm Bob Nelson, real estate investment broker with Pacwest Real Estate Investments. Joining me today is Megan McMahon. Megan is a CPA by certification of proficiency in accounting, etc. She's also the exchange facilitator at Cascade Exchange Services of Eugene. Megan, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. In the last program, you had mentioned that there were several essential ingredients to complete a tax-deferred exchange. Let me run through those briefly. I have to be exchanging real property for real property. The personal property exchanges are out. And number two, I have to be exchanging even or up in value. So if I sold a property for $1 million to have a fully tax-deferred exchange, I have to acquire a property for $1 million or more. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And I have to use all of the equity of my relinquished property in order to acquire the replacement property. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I have to go even or up in value, even or up in equity. I have to identify what I'm going to be doing within 45 days of the time that I sold my relinquished property, and I have another 135 days after that to close it if needed, and I have to use an exchange facilitator. And again, Megan, you're the exchange facilitator that I would then be using to complete the tax-deferred exchange.
Yes.
If I screw any of those things up, pardon the French, folks, if I mess any of those up, I may have a fully taxable sale.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Now, let's get into what are some of the problems that you're seeing as people are wandering their way through exchanges?
The biggest hurdle that people are facing right now is our timelines. You only have 45 days to identify what you would like to acquire and 180 days to take title, which seems like a long time, but it goes really fast.
Really fast. It's the 45-day period that'll wipe you out. Most people think, well, gee, that's a month and a half. All I got to do is identify. You better get that thing under contract, and you better do a whole bunch of your due diligence. Make sure that you want to buy the property that you've identified. Otherwise, you just have wasted a bullet on the list.
Exactly.
Okay. Megan, would you join me again tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Outstanding. Megan can be reached at Cascade Exchange Services, 687-2233. That's 541-687-2233. I'm Bob Nelson, real estate investment broker with Pacwest Real Estate Investments.